Hello everybody, this is Jacob or JJJK29 bringing you some 37-2 gameplay footage from the map Outpost. Last night, Specco and a few of our other friends, we were all playing. We were having some really good ground war games, so I decided to start filming even though most of the gameplay on my part was terrible. The worst Call of Duty playing I've ever played in my life is from Modern Warfare 3. Can't not play this game. I'm starting to figure it out, I'm starting to get my groove, but I'm definitely not to par with what I was in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, that is for sure. But I'm starting to figure it out. I think, you know, give me a week or two and I'll be up there with as good as I was on Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. But I'll talk about that more in a little bit. I'm going to talk about this gameplay footage. It's mediocre footage. It's not the best. It's not going to keep you that entertained. But it is pretty good. Like I said, I go 37-2. My first 2 deaths are in the first 3 minutes of the game. The rest of the game is just me trying to get my kill streaks. I'm still trying to test out all the kill streaks. Kill streaks I'm running are the Predator missile, the attack helicopter, and the Pavlo. If you don't know, the kill streaks stack just like they did on Modern Warfare 2, so it's a fun time. I get a couple triple kills in this game. I get a couple double kills. I think I have a couple of WTF moments. I don't remember. There's a lot of footage going around. I've been reviewing and whatnot, trying to figure out what to throw up here. But this is some decent footage. But I'm running the Type 95 with a silencer and rapid fire. The reason I'm running rapid fire on a burst fire weapon is because if you put the rapid fire on it, as long as you have the trigger finger for it, this is the fastest shooting gun on the game. Like I said, as long as you have the trigger finger. And I love burst fire weapons. Love it. On Modern Warfare 1, ran the M16 with the ACOG. On Modern Warfare 2, I went between the M16 with the ACOG and just the various other weapons. And then on Black Ops, I loved running the G11, my first Prestige. I didn't even Prestige for the longest time because I didn't want to get rid of the G11. I just took the scope off, ran the iron sights, and it was, in my opinion, it's one of the funnest guns to use, and it's so OP, but no complaints. But the Type 95, the first time I picked it up, hated it. Thought it was the biggest pile of junk, just because Modern Warfare 3 is so fast-paced. It's just hard to keep up, you know, burst firing into people and whatnot. But overall, really great gun, no complaints. I'll probably run it until I fall more in love with the P90, and I'm already in love with it. But anyways, let's talk about my class. Besides running the Type 95, I'm running Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, and Stalker Pro. Now let's talk about the first perk slot. Assassin's in there? No, not Assassin, I'm sorry. Sleight of Hand, Extreme Conditioning, and Scavenger all share perk 1, and that just sucks because I love Sleight of Hand. I think Sleight of Hand is one of the most valuable perks in the game, and I love Marathon just because I like to be moving. I like to be able to sprint faster than people with Pro, and I just like to be able to sprint longer distances. I like to get to B when I'm playing competitively. You know, domination. I like to get to B as fast as possible. So that kind of sucks that my 2 favorite perks, Sleight of Hand and Extreme Conditioning or Marathon, whichever one you want to call it, are on the same perk together. So I've had to change up my playstyle because of that. So I chose Sleight of Hand. I think Sleight of Hand is more valuable. But Assassin, let's talk about Assassin. Assassin is just crazy. It's great. It's amazing. You know, with Assassin you are immune to UAVs and counter. You can't be seen by UAVs with the first, and once it goes Pro, you are immune to counter UAV and EMP. But even though you're immune to EMP, you still can't call in, you know, care packages and airstrikes and all that. But you still do have your map if you play on core, and you can still use your reticle if you run sights. So it's a really good thing. Oh, and you're invisible to sentries, and no red. Your name doesn't pop up in red when people look at you or when a sentry looks at you. So, you know, it's a great perk, and great perk, love it. So let's talk about Stalker Pro, or just Stalker in general. I'm not positive of what the Pro does. I haven't read it since I unlocked it, but I know that it is, you know, you can move faster while aiming down sights with it. And now when I first read this perk, the only reason I picked it was because it was the only one that made sense out of all. When I was level 4, starting my first class, it was the only one that made sense out of all of them to use. So I ran it, fell in love with it. It just, you move so fast from side to side while aiming down sights. It's so quick and it's so awesome. It's a great perk, and I love it, and I probably won't change it. But another great perk is Quick Draw. I know a lot of people have tried Quick Draw. Since I'm not running SMGs as much, I probably won't use Quick Draw until I, you know, get out of this assault rifle kick that I'm on right now. But Quick Draw is a really great perk. Really like it a lot. Let's talk about some of the guns. The M4 is a really great gun. It's the best so far, I don't like the SCAR. It's okay. I don't like the CM109 or 98, whichever one it's called. Messed with the ACR a little bit. It's pretty good. Definitely not as good as the one from Modern Warfare 2, but it's okay. But as for the assault rifles or just guns in general, I love the M4. I've already gotten it to level 30. I think I'm level 55 right now. I've already gotten my M4 to level 30. I've gotten the little gold bar thing, whatever. I love it a lot. It's really great. I don't like the M16, even though you see me using it right now. It's just not good. It's too slow, in my opinion, but it is powerful. I mean, if you hit him in the chest, one burst will probably kill him. And then you have the AK, which is super accurate, very powerful. The kick is a lot less noticeable on Modern Warfare 3 than it was on Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. The only problem I see with it is that it shoots a little too slow, and it's a level 75 unlock. I might be wrong about the exact level, but it is high up there. Those are the only problems I see with it, but overall it's a pretty good gun. I like using it. I've picked it up a few times and used it a couple times in private match, and it's awesome. As for the sniper rifles, shotguns, and LMGs go, haven't used them much, so I can't really say anything. But as for the submachine guns go, they're not what I wanted them to be. I'm a submachine gun and assault rifle style player. I like to go in between the two depending on the game, and they just haven't done me any justice. But I will say that I'm in love with that P90. I think I've already said it once in this video, so me saying it again just illustrates that I like it that much. As for submachine guns go, it'll probably be the only one I'm going to use. I haven't looked at the ones I unlock later on after the P90. It's just, I can't get off the P90 right now. As for the other guns, such as pistols and launchers, I can't really say much because I haven't used them much, but I will say that I've been running machine pistols as my secondary on every one of my classes, and I think that those machine pistols are more valuable than most of the submachine guns in the game. They're so accurate, they are super powerful. As long as you're in the appropriate range, you will get a kill with them. As for the kill streaks, I don't have many complaints. I like most of them, but I don't like the ballistic vest. I feel like in core, all it does is turn your screen yellow. I don't like the recon plane. I feel like, or the recon helicopter, I'm sorry. I feel like all it does is just take up time that you could be doing killing people. I mean, in a team deathmatch setting or in a hardcore setting, I could see where it could be valuable, but I will never run it, me personally. I also do not like the Juggernaut suit. I think in playing Team Defender it would work out for you, but in most other game types there's no reason to run it. As for the maps, I love every single one of them. I hear a lot of people online complaining about how they're terrible, they're not set up well, the respawn's broken. I will admit the respawns are a little trashy, but these maps are the closest to real life Call of Duty maps are going to get, in my opinion. I feel like they're very open. There's a lot more rooms to go in. It feels like I'm in a real life environment, which is great. But I'll have more Call of Duty videos up soon, some better footage I hope. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video and you like my gameplay and my commentary, just please subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching.